TaylorMade MG4 versus Vokey SM9. It's a direct head-to-head battle, and honestly, this is the gear matchup most players get entirely wrong.
Yeah, one of these is easily the most trusted wedge name in the history of the game. The other was built specifically to take it down. Here's the hard truth though. The winner for a tour professional is probably not the right choice for the everyday weekend player. We watch guys waste money on the wrong wedge all the time, and we're gonna put a stop to that today.
Welcome to Golf Gear Showdown, where we put golf gear head-to-head in these deep dive explainers, so you can pick the right winner for your bag.
I'm Mike, the data and specs guy.
And I'm Jake, your everyday 15 handicapper voice. Just picture that classic, totally relatable pro shop scenario. You walk in, and these are the two exact racks you end up staring at the longest. Both brands are throwing identical marketing hype at you. They both claim more spin, tighter control, and better feel.
Because the hype sounds the same, most guys just grab whatever brand they already owned.
Which is a huge mistake. Buying the wrong wedge doesn't just waste your cash, it costs you real strokes out there on the course. We are talking chunked chips from tight lies and zero confidence over the ball.
Let's break down exactly how this showdown works. We're going through 6 rounds: performance, forgiveness, accuracy and control, feel and confidence, price and value, and finally, golfer fit.
There are no fake simulator numbers here today, just straight truth based on design and real-world results. Pay close attention to round 3 because it reveals a consistency secret most golfers completely miss. Let's ring the bell.
Kicking things off with round 1, pure performance.
Looking at the engineering, the TaylorMade MG4 has a massive focus on its raw face. They use these laser-etched ridges sitting right between the grooves. The whole idea is to grip the golf ball when things get wet. Titleist takes a completely different path with the SM9. They rely on a forward center of gravity to keep the club face incredibly stable and launch the ball flatter. It lands with real authority.
Hold on, let me challenge you on that, Mike. That flighted down trajectory is awesome for scratch players hitting off perfect, dry country club fairways. But let's talk about real-world scenarios. Think about morning dew, light rain, hitting out a slightly damp rough at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. That's where average guys actually play.
That is a fair point.
Because of that raw face and those laser ridges, the MG4 simply holds onto the ball better when moisture is involved. If you're playing off dry, clean, tight turf, it's a dead heat. But since real golf is played in the dirt and the dew, the MG4 is the clear winner for wet conditions. I'm handing round 1 to TaylorMade.
Moving right into round 2, forgiveness.
Lots of guys assume forgiveness just means a bigger club face. It doesn't. Wedge forgiveness comes entirely from how the sole interacts with the turf on a mishit. Here's a reality check for the weekend players out there. Your swing is probably steeper than you think. You hit slightly behind the ball more often than you want to admit. That means you need bounce to save you from digging a massive trench.
So let's look at what's available. The Vokey SM9 brings a huge custom grind menu to the table. We're talking 6 different sole grinds designed to cover steep diggers, shallow sweepers, soft turf, firm turf, you name it.
TaylorMade counters that with a really solid, friendly lineup of high bounce options straight off the rack. They are super easy to use for the average steep swinger.
Who takes this round then? Well, if you're actually going to get properly fit by a professional, the SM9 is the undisputed winner because of that deep menu. Buying straight off the rack, like 90% of golfers do, makes it a tie. But since we evaluate the full potential of the gear, the SM9 takes round 2 based on its massive fitting capability.
Listen up and refocus here for round 3, accuracy and control. This specific round decides which wedge actually keeps your shots playable and saves your scorecard when your contact isn't perfect. This is the consistency secret we teased earlier. Most guys just ask which wedge spins more. The smarter question is, which wedge lets me repeat the exact same distance twice?
The MG4's design story leans heavily toward maximum raw spin, especially out of the rough. It gives you incredible bite.
Raw spin can sometimes mean inconsistent rollouts though. Based on design intent, the SM9 uses that forward center of gravity to prioritize a stable face. When you're staring down a 50-yard shot, you need it to fly exactly 50 yards, not 44, not 56.
Because the SM9 was built slightly more for absolute predictability and repeatable distance control, it wins this round. If you're a mid-handicapper trying to dial in your yardages inside 100 yards, the SM9 is your clear winner.
Round 4 brings us into feel and confidence, which gets into the psychological side of your golf gear. Having the best specs in the world won't matter if you hate looking down at the club.
Exactly. The visual difference at address between these two is very distinct. The Vokey SM9 is totally classic. It's compact, timeless, with zero gimmicks. It basically looks like a pure player's wedge. The MG4 has a slightly more modern profile, but the big psychological factor there is that raw face. It's designed to rust over time. Some guys absolutely love that dirty, rugged look, while others hate seeing rust in their pristine golf bag.
Then you have to consider the actual feel at impact. Both of these are premium cast wedges, but most golfers report they feel quite different. I personally think the SM9 feels crisp. It gives you really sharp, immediate feedback right through the hands.
See, I totally disagree with you on that. I find the Vokey a bit too firm on mishits. To me, the MG4 feels dense and incredibly soft at impact. It just feels heavier through the turf in a good way.
That disagreement right there is exactly why we have to declare round 4 a tie. Common feedback suggests confidence comes entirely from matching the wedge to your own specific eye and your own hands. Go to a demo day, hit them both, and pick the one that feels right to you. Moving on to round 5, price and value. I'll take the lead here because there's a smart shopper move coming up that most golfers completely miss. People hate hearing this, but wedges are consumable tools. They aren't like your putter that lasts for 20 years. Grooves wear out, and worn-out grooves cost you spin. A cheaper wedge with fresh grooves will beat an expensive wedge with worn-out grooves every single time. That means you need to replace them somewhat frequently.
How do the prices actually stack up? Well, the MG4 is the current model in the TaylorMade lineup. So you're paying top dollar, current model premium pricing for that brand new face tag.
Here is the beauty of the Vokey right now. Because the new SM10 exists on the market, the SM9 has officially shifted into previous generation territory. We are talking closeout prices, used racks, and heavy discounts. Finding a tour-proven, brand new SM9 at a discount is one of the absolute best deals in golf today. For pure value and keeping fresh grooves in your bag for less money, the SM9 is an absolute blowout winner in round 5. Let's rehook right here for round 6, golfer fit. This is the moment we delivered the final breakdown to fit your specific handicap, swing, and budget. Rapid fire time. Beginners and high handicappers who tend to hit it fat, go grab the TaylorMade MG4 in a high bounce option. It's incredibly friendly right off the rack.
If you're a shallow sweeper who picks the ball clean off firm fairways, the Vokey SM9 is your winner because of those low bounce grind options.
Players in wet climates like the Pacific Northwest, early morning dew sweepers, or guys playing in thick humidity, the MG4 takes the crown for you.
Value hunters, bargain shoppers, and mid-handicappers willing to actually go get custom fit, the Vokey SM9 is your winner all day long.
Before we give the final overall verdict, we have to talk about the biggest buying mistake. This is insider advice that will literally save your short game.
I know guys who spend 3 weeks agonizing over the MG4 versus the SM9. Then they just walk into the shop and grab whatever 56-degree wedge is sitting on the shelf without even looking at the sole.
You are totally right. Buying the right brand with the wrong grind will cause you to chunk chips all day long. If you take one thing away from this explainer, let it be this rule. Match the bounce to your swing and your turf first. Pick the logo second. Playing the wrong grind in the best wedge ever made is still useless. Let's run through a quick, honest scorecard. There is 0 brand protection here. For the TaylorMade MG4, the pros are massive. It brings a remarkably strong wet condition spin story, highly forgiving grind options straight off the rack, and beautiful milled precision. The cons are very real though. You are paying full current model pricing. You're forced into a rusting aesthetic, whether you like it or not. Plus, it simply lacks the deep, customizable fitting menu that its rival has. Looking at the Vokey SM9, the pros are legendary. It has the deepest loft and grind menu in this fight, incredible tour-proven consistency for repeatable distances, and unbelievable value right now as a previous generation club.
What about the cons for the SM9?
It's no longer the newest technology on the block. Because it's discounted, stop availability is shrinking, meaning you might have to really hunt for your exact loft and grind combo. Also, its wet face performance just isn't as explicitly focused as the MG4. Here is our final split decision verdict. We are officially crowning the Vokey SM9 the overall winner of this showdown. Unmatched fitting depth, predictable flight control, and massive previous generation value simply edge out the newer face technology for the majority of golfers out there. We are specifically advising that the TaylorMade MG4 is the better buy in a few scenarios though. If you strictly buy off the rack without a fitting, if you're a beginner needing high bounce forgiveness, or if you regularly play in wet, damp conditions, go with the TaylorMade. Pick your lane and buy with confidence. Now it is your turn to judge. Drop down into the comments right now and answer this for us. What's your handicap, what's your budget, and which wedge are you currently gaming? Are you team MG4 or team SM9?
Make sure to let us know what you want to see next too. We're already putting together a massive MG4 versus SM10 battle. If this head-to-head explainer saved you some money and helped you decide, hit that subscribe button to join Golf Gear Showdown. We bring you honest, head-to-head golf gear battles every single week. Play well, stop chunking those chips, and we will